know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Williamson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. To the ground with the back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next one?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. 3rd down play from the gun. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Sends it back in motion. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive lineman gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Got it in the middle. It's Craver. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on fourth down. Instead, they back up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the three. He'll try to put up the three ball from 43 yards away. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Williamson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Shotgun snap on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Riley. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Pulls it in. It's Riley. After 40, there he goes. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And tackled there by the defense. And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. He wants to go deep. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Man, you throw at him at your own risk. Like, you want to direct the football in the air towards him. He makes plays consistently. That's number 9 on the season. 9 INTs. This dude's making plays.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. downfield, it's Knight. Makes the grab, it's Kramer. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. On the run, it's Henderson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play call? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Knight. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, it's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. The Longhorns will try to pick it up on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So here comes the Auburn offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
How about that defense in the backfield? nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking downfield, it's Knight. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Might be changing the route. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here comes the heat. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it out. It's McCutcheon. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Gonna run it. It's Simon. That's a live ball. Defense falls on the ball. Gonna be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Now on the move. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Shoot, quick toss to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. They go to the ground. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Grab behind the line. It's McCutcheon. The ball pops out. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. But a little time lets it go. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 7% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Caught in the backfield, it's McCutcheon. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? To the air, it's Knight. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Makes the catch, it's Turner. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Barring a penalty, this will be the final play of the first half on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Knight. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll take it himself. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And this is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
Motion from the back. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on second down. Skips away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback. Your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Bring in the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Wants to throw. It's Knight. Uncorks it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robinson. Snowed under by the defense.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Caught close to the marker, it's Robinson. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The give to the tailback. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff. Runs through the tackle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Knight. Looking to the big tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball. waste it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Lets it fly. It's a big stride inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Tigers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Try to barge their way in. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra.
He's going for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And how about this offensive line? Third and goal, you got to have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's McCutcheon. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Texas offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab at the 30. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play. Nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Running back searching for a hole. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Knight. Spits it out to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Henderson. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. A design run for the quarterback. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Feet. Makes it past the marker. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Calls his own number. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. How about this methodical, soul-crushing drive? They've already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock as they snap it on 2nd down. Quarterback keeps it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Caught near the sticks, it's Simmons. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Hands it off. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Finding an escape route.
The return runs down to the 30, and the Auburn offense will take over 1st and 10.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back has it. Got the 1st down, looking for more. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. Line gets set, 1st down. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the